So, pretty cool. Now, let me go ahead and show you, though, what happens, let's say, with the dock. Let's open a few more of these things. And let's say I go ahead and, miniaturize these things. And I'll go ahead and turn the speed back up here. I miniaturize more things. And then I can also drag things into the dock. But what happens now the dock is full? What do I do? Well, it just shrinks a little bit. Right? And I can put anything in here I want. I can put websites. I can put documents. I can put anything, applications, anything that I use, and I can rearrange them at will. And the dock just accommodates anything I want. When I drag something out, it gets bigger. Right? Now, a question would be, well, how small can it get? Well, it can get pretty small, actually. You can actually set the maximum tile size, and it'll shrink from there if you have more stuff. But you can actually say, well, it'll get really small. I can hold like 128 things here. How would I ever see them, though, if they get this small, or if I even prefer them this small? Well, we have something we call magnification, which works kind of like this. Right? And so you can turn magnification on, as large as you want. You just set how big you want them when they magnify, and you can set the maximum tile size. So you can keep them like this, and do anything you want. It's really, really cool. And if you don't like it at all, you can just hide it, and it'll just come up when you go down there. Very, very simple. Okay. So now, let me show you one last thing. I'm going to take some of these things out of the dock and turn magnification off. I'm going to get the dock back up a little bit bigger again. Oh, yeah, this thing is... Let's just quit that. And so my dock's a little bit bigger again. And oops. I can also change the size of icons on my desktop, by the way. Isn't that cool? Very simple. But I'm going to set my maximum tile size up large again. And drag this out. And so I've got, let me just go back here now to where I've got a few images up here. And so I've got 2 images up here. And let me go ahead and click a button that's on the right side of the top of the window pane. And this button is pretty cool. What it does is it says, when we have a lot of windows around on our system, it can get rather confusing for beginners. And even for pros, if you're working back and forth between Illustrator and Photoshop, or Photoshop and something else, these things can get very complicated on the screen. What could we do to make life easier for our pro customers and for beginners? We came up with something pretty neat. And you can click it from any window. You can turn it off and on, and it's called single window mode. So you just click this, and every other window on the screen is miniaturized. And when I click another window, boom, they switch places. It's very easy. So let me put this one over here. And I say, boom, I want that one. No, I want that one. No, I really want that one. And let me go ahead and show this to you in slow-mo here. It's kind of fun. Pretty cool, huh? I can even show you some text here. Again, I launched a new app. The other one put itself away. Whoops, there we go. Pretty cool, huh? So, this is Mac OS X. This is our foundation for the next decade of Macintosh operating systems. And we are thrilled with it. Now, we have some incredible developers in the Mac community. And over 100 of them have already committed to Mac OS X, and none of them have seen this yet, what you saw here today, because we've been keeping the user interface very quiet. And we've already gotten pretty much the top 100 developers committed. And I'd like to bring a few of them up on stage right now just to say a few words about Mac OS X. I'd like to start at the beginning of the alphabet and ask Bruce Chisholm, the Executive Vice President of Adobe, one of our closest partners, to come up here and say a few words. Thanks, Bruce.
Steve, this is so damn cool. Awesome. Adobe just had an incredible year. We surpassed the $1 billion mark. Steve, if it wasn't for you, it wouldn't have happened. Almost half of our revenue, close to $500 million of our revenue, was because of sales of our Macintosh applications. Thank you, Steve. We demonstrated with the release of Photoshop 5.5 for the G4 that we, probably more than anybody else, will optimize our applications for Steve's products and Apple's products. We are absolutely committed to OS X, and we are going to do everything possible to get all of our apps running, all of our key apps running at least carbonized by the time Steve ships OS X. Thanks, Steve.
Next, Kevin Brown from Microsoft. Kevin. What do you think?
Thank you. Well, as you can see, it's a great time to be a Mac user these days. It's also terrific